see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Cooper. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
And a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Darnold. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Makes the grab. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. They'll try the run. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Weaver. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Makes the grab. It's Weaver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Knowles line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the tailback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Cornelius. Makes the catch. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hand.
Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Seminoles. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense... Just a big turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Cornelius. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. On the move, it's Weaver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with his back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. On the run, still looking. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. With the catch, it's Abraham. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Weaver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back, you can throw the ball a ton, you can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys, and they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Makes a grab past the marker. The Seminoles have a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Clark. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Noles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Cornelius. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida State. Fit it in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continuing, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. The offense will quickly use a timeout. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise, we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
And the Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quick release on the RPO. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves...
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Golden Bears pick up the 1st down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the 1st, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Darnold. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Running back searching for a hole. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide open spaces. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Cornelius. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
And the Seminoles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Cooper. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Darnold. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run the screen. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. Pass the touchdown. No! And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Golden Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Sharp. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. And the Golden Bears are on the move.
That's a first down for the offense.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Finds his man. It's Larson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring this.
Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on fourth down. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. The Seminoles line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Touchdown, Seminoles! Oh, that will be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right foot.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Rides to back on the option, the give.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their